Howdy doody, Cat.
Hi, Gail. So I need to drain my Superautomatic because I'm going to ship it to my Aunt Nancy in Duluth.
That's nice of you.
Out of my hair.
She appreciates that.
Yeah. So you're going to take me through the process.
I am on a Superautomatic.
Yes.
Now, different Superautomatics have different ways of sensing the water in the water tank.
Okay.
And so essentially what I'm going to show you is how you make the machine think it has water, even when it doesn't.
Okay.
And then you turn on the steam or you make it brew or something, and it thinks it has water, but it doesn't.
So first off, let's talk about, I'm shipping it to my Aunt Nancy in Duluth. But what are some other reasons why I might want to do this?
Shipping it in for repairs or it's just general storage. You want to get the water out of it.
Why?
Well, if it's in a cold zone, like if you're going to ship it and it's in a cold zone, it's going to freeze and the boiler and the internal components are going to burst.
Okay.
And that's expensive.
Got it.
You don't want to do that, really.
No.
Or if it's sitting in your garage or whatever, it could be cold there. And as well, you don't want water sitting in it just getting all
hanging around,
stale and nasty in there.
Slimy.
Slimy.
And then if you're shipping, they don't always keep things nice and upright. Yeah.
If it turns upside down, there will be some residual that will come out and it will destroy the box and makes a mess of your machine.
Okay, so sometimes people say, I did drain my boiler, I did drain my machine, and they have just really emptied their reservoir. So
yeah, right. Yes.
There's two. Now we do want to tell you, definitely do empty that reservoir because we have received full reservoirs.
We have people walking through the front door with the reservoir and they wonder why they're all wet.
Yeah.
Because it spilled all over.
Exactly.
This is a Jura, and this is one of the common ways of a machine detecting water. This is a magnet.
Okay.
And it floats. So when there's water in there, adequate water, it floats up, corresponding with a sensor on the machine that knows that magnet is up. There's a sensor inside the machine.
Okay.
If you were to dump this, you'll see that the magnet no longer floats.
And so it
goes down, and the machine says, my magnet's gone, it's not sensing water. It's going to disable.
Because I have to have the machine on in order to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
You sure do.
All right.
This is the other, on the Saecos, this is the way that they sense water, is by pressure. Right back in here, there's a little square, and if I put my finger on it, see, it thinks it has water again. I take my finger off, no water.
Okay.
Got the machine over to the sink. The machine is on, it's hot. We're going to take the water tank out. We're going to spill it on Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to reach in and I'm going to hit that spot back in there that senses water. Come on. There it goes. I was a little below the square. I can't see what I'm doing, folks, you know? So,
do you want me to get that out of your way?
Yeah, well, it'll squirt down into the... Let's just get it right down into there.
Let me see if I can get a better position here.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to put the machine into the water mode. And now all machines are different. Just put it into the water mode and make it pump water.
Okay.
It's coming up to temperature for it.
It's got to heat the water.
Yeah, this is like riveting. Okay. So what it's going to do is it's going to squirt out as much water from the system, but it's not taking water in from the water tank because the water tank's not there. Now it's like, come around and look at this. The water light is on saying, fill me.
Got it. So that's like, sort of like I need to be primed. And this is like actually not that much because these are in general
Small.
little thermo blocks, and so that you don't have you're not trying to dissipate like a 12-ounce boiler or something like that.
No, you're not going to put out a gallon of water. So,
but Gail, so
essentially that's done.
So my question is, that's how you went around that guy, but how do I go around this magnet one?
Okay, this one here, you would do the same process as far as you get it up to temperature, you get it in the water mode.
Okay.
But what you do is you lift this tank ever so slightly, and all that's doing is bringing that magnet that's not floating, it's bringing it up like it is floating.
Okay, but you still have to have it somewhat engaged, right? Down there, or no?
Nope, just the magnet. You don't have to have it engaged at all, but you do have to have the magnet up high enough, and all of a sudden it'll start pumping water.
Got it.
And it'll dissipate just like that one did.
Cool. All right, so
anyone with a magnet, you're just tricking it. You're lifting it up just enough to think that that magnet's floating. And on that one, it's pressure. There's always a spot back in there for the pressure ones, which is Saeco. Reach back in there and you'll find it.
But Saeco does have a couple magnet versions, some of the older ones.
Yeah, the old Encanto series has it. The new
Yeah.
BMWs, like the Odeas, the Telias,
The Intelia.
the Intelia, those all have the pressure, the X small.
And didn't you say like the Excelsis and the Xperia, they have like a lever kind of a thing that pushes the
they do.
tank down?
Their water tank kind of goes in at the top, right over in here, and it goes in from the top. There's a little lever in there that pushes.
Okay.
Does the same thing.
Cool. All right. So that's draining your super auto.
Yeah, so have fun, folks. Don't get wet.
Thanks, Gail.
You're welcome.